Hello everyone. Welcome back. So the last couple of days, you guys have started talking about evolution. So you've talked about natural selection, Charles Darwin, Alfred Wallace, and a handful of other scientists. Now, I do want to talk about one key word that is not mentioned realistically anywhere in those videos directly. So the word is selective pressure, or I guess the term is selective pressure. Now, if you take selective pressure, you insert it into Google, which is right here. It says selective pressure means factors that contribute to selection, which variations will provide the individual with an increased chance of surviving over others. Yeah, I'm sure you don't understand what the heck that means. Okay, that is totally fine. So we're going to go over a couple of examples of selective pressures, and then we'll kind of talk about what a definition is. Okay, so in this image, the question is, what is the selective pressure shown in the image? So take a second, look at it, pause the video if you want to, take a guess, all those different things. Okay, so in this image, guys, we're showing a giraffe and we're showing a tree. Okay, now everyone understands giraffes have long necks, so they can eat off of tall trees or tall shrubs. Beautiful, perfect, awesome. That's what they need to do. Okay, but what is the selective pressure in this image? What is making this image the way it is? Okay, is the tree the selective pressure, or is the long neck the selective pressure? Which thing is causing for the other thing to change? Okay, and this might happen universally, but in this case, the giraffe's neck is growing longer because the tree is growing taller. So the selective pressure in this case is the tree. The longer the neck you have, the more you can eat. So the selective pressure is the tree. The adaptation is the long neck. Long neck equals more food can be eaten. And in retrospect, then, or in further terms, if you can eat more, you can reproduce more, and you can actually live and sustain life. So now in this one, it's asking the same question. It says, what is the selective pressure shown in the image? So this is a tree with a very dark background. This is a dark colored moth, and this is a light colored moth. Okay. Now they're the same exact species of moth. Let's get that straight. What do you guys think the selective pressure is in this image? Is it the color of the moth, or is it the color of the background? For everyone that said it's the color of the background, you are correct. Okay. So the selective pressure is the thing that's causing the individual to change. So this image is actually showing is after the industrial revolution. After the industrial revolution, trees started getting soot on them from smog and things like that, or the burning of coal. Okay. Now this black background caused a mutation for black moths to be beneficial, because now this is pretty hard to see if you're a bird. But if you're white on this black background, you're pretty easily seen, making you probably the first choice for a prey to pick off. Okay. So once again, selective pressure is the background. It's the tree bark. As for that, does that make sense? Cool. Now, as for what we can say the selective pressure is, we can do something like this. And I'll just type this in for you guys so you guys can see it as well. Selective pressure equals the selective pressure equals why is it not typing? The thing that causes other thing to adapt. Okay. So, example, selective pressure. Oops. Selective pressure equals tall tree. adaptation equals long neck. Okay. This just separates, guys, the winners and the losers from each other. Okay. Things with short necks will not be able to eat, but things with long necks are able to eat due to the selective pressure, which everyone makes you more fit for the environment. So survival of the fittest, relating back to natural selection.